2016, there was a viral hoax that killer clowns were hiding in the forest across the United States. There was really no way of explaining what happened besides some mass hysteria and people on the internet trolling, because the only people who were actually scared by this were your local Facebook conspiracy mom and children like me at the time. You better believe in 2016 I was looking out my school's window, which just so happened to be near a forested area, waiting to see if the clowns ever came out. And those pussy ass clowns never did. So of course the only brand this incident would have affected was McDonald's, and they did respond to this at the time. Quote, McDonald's Corp said Tuesday that it is being thoughtful in respect to Ronald McDonald's participation in community events. As a result of the current climate around clown sightings in communities, there are no original sentences left. Already you may have figured out why this theory is bogus. As I said previously, Ronald was replaced by Happy in the Happy Meal commercials in 2014, 2 years before this incident. If you look back at that statement, quote, thoughtful in respect to Ronald McDonald's participation in community events. They didn't mention his commercials because there were no commercials featuring Ronald at the time. I'll touch back on what community events means because that's actually clue to Ronald's fate. Have you been keeping note of the clues? Did you write them down in your handy dandy notebook? There's a quiz on this later, you better not piss me off.
For $1, I could buy anything off the dollar menu at McDonald's, and this would definitely make me happy because I love to eat.
All right, me too, girl. I love to eat too.
In 2014, a man named Morgan Spurlock dared to ask the question, if I only ate food from McDonald's, would I wind up in a hospital? The answer shocked Americans everywhere as I found out that yes, eating too much fast food isn't good for you. What? Listen, Super Size Me has a really complicated legacy that's not helped by the guy who started it, but frankly, I'm only interested in talking about his connection to Ronald. This documentary was released at a time when middle-class America was in a health and diet craze brought on by the rising rates of obesity in the country, particularly childhood obesity. From the CDC, quote, since 1960, the prevalence of adult obesity in the United States has nearly tripled, from 13% in 1960 to 1962 to 36% during 2009 to 2010. Since 1970, the prevalence of obesity has more than tripled among children, from 5% in 1971 to 1974 to 17% in 2009 to 2010. So it wasn't that people didn't know that McDonald's was unhealthy, but more so that people didn't know that the rates of obesity in children was drastically increasing. And so if you're McDonald's, who in the 2000s was still prominently advertising their food to children, with a clown mascot who, as I said, is designed to be in commercials interacting with children, parents are going to start raising eyebrows at your brand. With incentives like toys and Happy Meals, kids would start begging their parents for McDonald's. And while like everything involving children, it's really the parents' responsibility to not give them unhealthy food, they found it was easier to just target McDonald's advertising. And listen, I'm not defending McDonald's either. They infamously advertised their food as being healthy specifically during this time, which basically amounted to, hey guys, we have salads.
Crispy chicken, fresh salad.